$50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Jalen Richard now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got room. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. Now Jones. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Flushed out right. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. That'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit. Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Throwing, Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Kaepernick now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over. The play after is good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So they give up the completion there, but defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
21-0 our score after one. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. K.J. Wright. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Pete Werner in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 4th down, on his Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jalen Richard. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped him.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now with Robinson. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Connection made with Shenault.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run. Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Jones on 3rd down.
Able to complete this to Shenault. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jones now on 1st down.
Quickly into the hands of Mims. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mike Evans. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st down, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Jones flushed out right.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Jones to Shenault on the slant. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Richard going to bring it out.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's complete to Rodgers.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Jones, off play action, steps away to his left.
That is caught by Rodgers.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Daniel Jones 34 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here comes Richard on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Henry again on second down.
Shedding through the defense.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. 7 yards, the pickup there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Hey, 91! 91!
Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they switch ends, his time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Jones. That is taken in by Rodgers. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You start to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Another day, baby. Way in. Touchdown. yards.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 31, Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On 2nd and 10. Jones.
That's going to be caught. It's Shenault.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Runs over it, powering his way forward. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Derrick Henry. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point hitting the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it'll be their first loss of the season. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.